Hello students, today we are going to start chapter 5, that is electrolysis. Chapter 4 we'll do later. Okay, so electrolysis, first we have to know about the term what is electrolysis. Many terms are related to this topic, so we'll start with this electrolysis. The word electrolysis, it can be split into, see, electro and lysis. Electro, it is related to flow of electrons, and lysis, its meaning is pertaining to, means pertaining to flow of electrons. Okay, here actually the movement of electron takes place. Now how it will happen, this we'll study later. Electrolytes and non-electrolytes, like if we talk about solids, you must have heard about the term conductors and insulators. Yes, conductors are those which can conduct electricity through them, and non-conductors are those, or insulators are those which cannot conduct electricity through them. So that was about the solid. But here if we talk about liquids, so compounds which conduct electricity when dissolved in water, either the substances they are dissolved in water or in the molten state. Means suppose NaCl is there, and if we'll dissolve NaCl in water, we'll get aqueous solution of NaCl. And on the other hand, suppose we have taken NaCl, and if we'll heat it to the higher temperature, it will change into liquid state or into molten state. Okay, that is called molten NaCl, and it is aqueous NaCl. So electrolytes are the compounds which conduct electricity when dissolved in water or in the molten state are called electrolytes. Such liquids are called electrolytes, which in their aqueous or in their molten state can conduct electricity. Example, NaCl, copper sulfate, etc. Okay, while those liquids or those aqueous solutions or those molten states which do not conduct electricity, they are called non-electrolytes. Sugar solution, because sugar, it cannot be split up into its ions. See, Na, because it can upon adding water, it will dissociate into its ions. Copper will also dissociate, and sulfate will also dissociate into its ions. But if we talk about alcohol, sugar solution, glucose, all these substances, because they will dissolve in water, they will not dissociate into their ions. That's why these compounds, they do not conduct electricity. They are only present in their molecular state, while these are present in their ionic as well as molecular state. Okay, and ions are present, and these ions are responsible for the conduction of electricity in the liquid state. Now see, this is the electrolytic cell. In the electrolytic cell, this is the electrolytic tank. This outer one, it is the electrolytic tank. The liquid which is filled here in this electrolytic tank, it is an electrolyte. Electrolyte means that liquid which can conduct electricity. These two are the metal electrodes, these two, and these metal electrodes are connected to a battery. Yes, you can see it easily here. This is the positive, the longer one, it is the positive terminal, and the smaller one is the negative terminal. This is the positive terminal, this is the key. So positive terminal is connected to this electrode, so it is called an anode, and the electrode which is connected to the negative terminal of the battery, that electrode is called cathode. So this is anode which is connected to its positive terminal, and the anode cathode which is connected to the negative terminal. Okay, now see electrolytic cell. A non-conducting vessel, see, vessel is non-conducting. Okay, vessel, it will not conduct electricity, containing the electrolyte. In this vessel, electrolyte is present, which is present in its aqueous or molten state. Anode is the electrode which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. Via Via means through a metal wire. See, metal wire is there. Okay, through this metal wire it is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, and that electrode is called anode. Cathode, it is the negative electrode, or negative that electrode which is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. This negative terminal, it is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. When the switch is on means when we will switch on, when we will connect the circuit or complete the circuit, the electrolyte starts dissociating. This electrolyte, it will start dissociating into its ions, and current remaining the same, the glow on the bulb indicate whether the electrolyte is a conductor or not. This bulb will glow if this bulb will glow brightly. See, bright glow, it means the electrolyte is strong electrolyte. If the bulb will glow very dim, means electrolyte is weak. And if the bulb will not at all glow, it means the liquid which is taken here is not an electrolyte, it is non-electrolyte. Okay, so this was about electrolytic cell, strong, weak and non-electrolytes, anode, cathode, about the construction of the cell. Now we'll see the processes in detail. Electrolysis. Electrolysis is a decomposition of a chemical compound. A chemical compound, it is decomposed, and that chemical compound, it is present in aqueous state or fused molten state. Okay, by the passage of electric current. When electric current is passed through it, it results in the discharge of ions. Ions are discharged as neutral atoms at the respective electrodes. Now we have to concentrate on this line. This rest till here we have studied earlier. Now see this line. The ions, they are discharged in their respective electrodes as atoms. It means that, see, suppose NaCl is there. Okay, when electricity is passed through it, this NaCl, it will dissociate to give Na plus cations and Cl minus anions. We know that. Discharge of ions as neutral atom at respective electrodes. Now see this second point. At cathode, cathode means negative electrode. It means positive ions will be attracted towards the negative electrodes. Opposite always attracts. So this is the negative electrodes. That's why positive ion, that is Na plus ion only, it will start moving toward this negative electrode. When they'll reach this negative electrode, since it is negative, it will give an electron to this Na plus, and when this Na plus will gain an electron, it will change into sodium atom, neutral atom. See, as neutral atom at their respective electrode. So at negative electrode, this sodium ion, it will gain an electron and will change into sodium atom, and since it is gaining an electron, means it is a reduction reaction. Now at anode, anode means positive electrode. So towards the positive electrodes, negative ion will move. These negative ions, there they will lose the electron, and upon losing one electron, it will change into a neutral atom. But we know that Cl, it cannot exist as chlorine atom. See, 2 Cl minus will be there. They will lose 2 electrons and we will get Cl2, chlorine neutral molecule will get. But there they have shown how chloride ion, it is changing into chlorine atom. Okay, and since here it is losing an electron, so it's an oxidation reaction. Now see what are electrolytes and non-electrolytes. Electrolytes, they are those chemical compounds which conduct electricity in the fused or in aqueous solution state, and they undergo chemical decomposition. Yes, they will undergo chemical decomposition. They will, see what is written, do not undergo. Okay, they will undergo decomposition like this, decomposition due to the flow of current through it. And electrolytes are ionic compounds. They are ionic compounds, then only they will dissociate into it their ions. Now these are the ionic compounds. The particles in the electrolyte, here ions only, either ions are there or ions and molecules both are present. See, ions in molecules both are present means weak electrolyte. And where only ions are present means strong electrolyte. Yes. Examples are here: HCl, HNO3, H2SO4, C acids. Alkalis like KOH, NaOH, and ionic salts like lead bromide, copper sulfate. All these are electrolytes. They can conduct electricity. Now see non-electrolytes. Non-electrolytes, they are the chemical compound which do not conduct electricity. No, neither in the fused state nor in the aqueous state, and do not undergo chemical decomposition because they are not chemically decomposed. That's why only they are not conducting electricity. Yes, due to the flow of current through it. Non-electrolytes are covalent compounds. These are covalent compounds. See, these are ionic compounds and these are covalent compounds. Particles here, molecules only, and molecules, they cannot conduct electricity. Pure and distilled water, alcohol, kerosene, carbon disulfide, all these are see covalent compounds are these. Carbon tetrachloride, sucrose, glucose, sugar solution. All these are non-electrolytes. They cannot be decomposed into their ions. They have covalent bonds between their atoms, and they will not at all conduct electricity because their constituent particles are molecules only. Now see strong and weak electrolytes. Strong electrolytes, they are the electrolytes which allow a large amount of electricity to flow through them. See, if large amount of electricity is flowing through them, they are good conductors of electricity. And they are the electrolytes which allow small amount of electricity to flow through them. Less electricity can flow through them. So their constituent particles will be ions and molecules. Yes. Strong electrolytes are almost completely dissociated, and weak electrolytes are partially dissociated in their fused or aqueous state. Partially. Particles in a strong electrolyte, they are ions only, and particles in weak electrolyte, they are ions and unionized molecules, both ions also and molecules also. Here the examples are HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, HBr. They will completely dissociate into their ions and they will conduct a good amount of electricity through them. That's why they are called strong electrolyte. Their components are ions only. Weak electrolyte like carbonic acid, they will dissociate into their ions, but on the other hand, they will also combine to form the molecule only. So, because they are dissociating partially, yes, partial dissociation is there, and they will conduct electricity, but not in that much amount as strong electrolytes can. So, this was about the electrolytes. Rest will study in our next video. Thank you.